Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Flutter app designs inside today we need to start here the crash to designs meditations apps designs need to start here. First of all, we need to see this here. Today we need to creating designs. We need to check here which screen today we need to develop here. First of all, we need to go inside these Figma files and to select this here the designs, and now need to zoom in with these screens. Need to create here the startup screen, then after sign in screen, and then after sign up screen need to develop here. First of all, we need to how can export inside these UI assets. We need to exporting in Figma files. First of all, we need to select this here and to check this here all assets are needed. So need to convert into the one asset and to create now groups like this. Create here groups and to export. Find out here the export button. Select after export here and to select here the 3x image and to export as a need to write down here the startup top and to save this here. Then after need to export here these back buttons and to select this here the 3x image and to export back export here. Then after the Facebook button FB same as Google's logo set here Google and to save this here, and also need to export this here the top image for the logins and same as signups, both are same. That's need to export here top and to save this here. Like this we need to image are the exportings and to set this here. Now we need to create here the projects. First of all, we need to need this here and also need to check this here the app use these fonts Helvetica notes fonts. We need to use this here and to import our Flutter projects. Flutter create org and to give this code for any and to give this here the project names as a meditation. This is the syntax of the creating projects like this. OS we need to remove here. Windows, web, test, Mac OS, Linux, no needs here. We need to develop here the only mobile app designs. That's one need to remove here unused. Then after we need to create here the common structures. Set here, create here the new folders as assets. Inside you need to create here the image folders and to put this here the uses all image we need to put here. Same as need to create here the font folders like this we need to creating here, and leave inside need to create here the common folders. Inside need to save here the one common utility class. We need to save this here like the class extensions, color extensions, app extensions like this. All extension class need to save inside the common class. Then after the common widgets need to have in the create one time and need to use this here the widgets multiple times common widgets. And then after another folders need to create here for the screen. Inside we need to create here the two folders. First of all need to create here the login folders, and then after need to create this here the home folders like this sets here. Then after need to creating here the one by ones and to configure this here. First of all need to import here the fonts and to export its image need to now first of all need to import this here the image. Then after need to import here the needed fonts. Set here fonts like this need to importings here, and these assets are the imports. Now go inside the swap space and to set here the asset folders, need to enable here, and to give this here the image, need to copy this relative path, and to active this here the these folders, and to receive this inside the image. Then active here the font path, and to remove this here no needs, and to uncomment this text like this. Now need to give this here the fonts inside regular fonts, need to give this as a light font, so need to copy this relative path and to paste this here. Then after need to set this here the medium path, need to set here as a medium font, and to change this here the name like this, and to set here the 600 for this font. Same as need to keep creates bold and light think fonts, need to set this here. Copy this here the things fonts, need to copy relative path and to put this here, and also need to weight set here the 300, and bold for need to set here the 700, and also need to change this here the relative path. And now we need to save this here. Now we need to go inside the main file. Before we need to create here the one files, set give this here the name startup screen dot, and now need to create here the stateful widgets, and to give this here startup screen like this sets, and to also import here the material dependency. And after we need to create here the scaffold like this, need to creatings, and to save these files. Now we need to go inside the main files, and to remove this here the home page codes no needs, this is demo, and we need to put this here startup screens, and to import this here the widgets, and to set here the const value like save here. Now need to set here material themes, need to set here false. Now first of all need to create here the common extension class, need to integrations here, app themes, app colors like this, need to setting here. First of all need to create this here the color extension, and to set here the themes, set here color extension dot. Now need to import here the class as a t color, and to create here the some static color, get primary const color, and to set here like this, and to also import here materials class. Same as need to create here the three more secondary colors, then ternary color like this. Also need to create here the primary text colors, secondary text colors, then after primary white color, W means white color, and last one is the text bg color like this, set here. And also need to create here extension as a app extensions, and to create here the common context content extension, create build context like this, and to write down here the size is equal to get size, and to return this here media query size of context need to return this here the this keyword to return this size. Then after need to also need to get this here the get width functions. This is the shortcut methods of the extensions, and this is the most useful inside the entire projects. Not right to every time like this lines. Find out here the like media query size of not need to every time like this defines. That's why need to calling this here extension methods and to extend this class app. And now need to set here the height, set it like this size. Now another need to futures methods need to develop here the push and pops methods need to pushing here the controllers. Call here the widgets and to set here widgets, and since methods need to call this here. And to return navigation navigator push methods, and to create this here context as a give this here the this keyword. And now need to create here the materials page routes, and to set this here the context builder, and to pass this here this widgets, and to write down here the semicolons like this need to write here. Then after same need to create here the void pop methods need to call here void pop screen, and set this here to since. Now need to return navigator pop dot this like this calls here. Now need to one by one need to set this here the colors for appropriate our Figma files. Now need to open here. Now first one to give this here the primary colors. This app primary need to copy here and to set this here as a primary colors. Now need to get this here the secondary colors. Need to find out here. Here this is the secondary colors. Need to use this here as the secondary color. Paste this here. Now need to ternary colors. Need to use this here this white color. This is the ternary colors. Same as now need to set as a primary text colors. This one is primary text, and to set this here primary text. Now need to secondary text. This colors for the secondary, and to set this here the secondary. And same as need to give this here the text field colors. Need to check here. This is the text field colors, and to set here XBG colors. And now need to white color also need to give this here like this. Save this here and to creating here. What these methods are the calling here. Now need to develop here the common text fields first of all develop. Then after need to develop this here the common buttons need to develop here inside the common widgets. This is the two are the importance, and entire project need to every times not fancy here the line of lots of lines of codes need to create here the shortcuts methods for here. Now need to write down here the round buttons. Need to first of all write down here the round text fields need to create here. Create here the new files round text field dot like this sets here. Now need to create here the class stateless class. Stateless widgets, and to give this here round text field. like this, and to also import here the material dependency like this. Now need to define here some final variables need to set here. First of all need to set here finals text editing controllers is equal to controllers. Set this here, this is the optionals. Then after finals text input types need to give this here. Optionals need to set this here the keyboard input type like this sets. Then after need to set this here the boolean value of secure. And last one need to set here widget right like this sets. And also need to give this here final string int text. Now need to create here set this all parameters here and to set this here as this text. Now need to develop here height. First of all need to give this here the 16 as per our designs. Need to set here check here and 16th and 15th the corner radius need to given this years. Set here first of all the margins and to give this here the symmetric horizontal 20 like this sets. Then after need to set here the padding const edges inset only and to set here the top is a set here 8. Then decorations box decorations colors need to give this here the T colors as a XBG colors. Then after border radius you need to set this here as a circular 8 15 not 8 like this set seats. And now need to create here the children's for these text fields need to set here text field. Now first of all need to pass this here the controller as a controllers need to given this here. Then after keyboard type then after of secure text to set here by default need to be this here false. Now need to set here the text field styles text styles set here color T color primary text. Then after need to set this here the font size 16 regular like this sets. Now need to create here the decorations for the input decorations and to first of all need to give this here the content padding const edges is inset symmetric horizontal need to give this here the 20 like this sets here and to creating here the paddings. Now another things need to set here enable borders need to set input border as a null Then after focus borders is equal to input border as a null set. Now int text need to set this here as a string int text. Then after need to suffix icons need to give this here the right icon. Then after need to int styles need to given this here. Now need to copy here this text styles and to paste this here, and now need to set this here the secondary text as a placeholder like this sets. And to now this text fields configurations common are the done. Now we use this here the this common class and to use here multiple times. Now same as need to create here the buttons need to develop here primary and secondary buttons need to create here the type wise buttons. Common widget inside create here the new files round button dot like this greetings. Now need to give this here the create first of all state list class state list round button and to import here the material class like this. And now also need to create here first of all the enum for the types of round button round button type is equal to set here primary and secondary like this two types. Now need to define here some variables final string as a titles. Then after final round type round button type as a set here type and final void callback and to give this here on press event like this and to call here data remove here the required tabs and to set this here rounded primary we need to set like this here tab by defaults and to call this here. Now need to create first of all here the padding and to give this here symmetric horizontal 20 need to set this here like this. Inside now need to create here the material button on press events need to give this here on press buttons like this and set here the minimum width as I need to give this here the doubles max widths. Then after evaluations need to set here 0. Now need to set here the colors background colors is type equal to rounded button types dots primary and to set this here the primary text colors primary colors and otherwise we need to give this here the secondary background colors like this we need to set here conditions. Then after we need to give this here the height we need to set here the 16. Then after we need to create here the shape is equal to need to give this here the rounded borders and to sides we need to give this here the border nuns like this sets and to border radius we need to set this here circulars we need to set here the 15. Then after we need to create here the children's and to set this here the text as I said first of all the title Now need to set here the styles. Write down here the text styles is equal to, first of all give this here the text colors. Type is equal to rounded text type, rounded button types dot primary. Then to set this here the color white. Otherwise need to give this here the T color primary text like this sets here for these configurations. Now also need to set this here the font size. Set here 14s and font weight. Medium need to set this here 600 like this, and now need to create here these common buttons. Now need to use this here. Now need to create it. These common buttons need to develop here. So need to check this here the property. Give this here the corner radius, as well as need to set here these fonts are the medium. Buttons need to set this here and to create it like this here, and also need to create this here secondary colors need to create here like these buttons need to develop here. Now need to develop starting this screen, need to one by one developing these screens, and to first of all need to create this here the startup screen. Go here and to write down here initial states and to write down here all this here system from dots set enables UI modes. So need to set this here system blend tech like this. Need to set here. Now need to create here the body. Set here the column. Set here the cross axis alignments as I need to set as a center like this sets. Now need to create here the image. Now need to drawing this path first of all. Then after need to draw this bottom path, and then after like this path need to developing here. Or we need to set this here the children's like this. Now need to all this here the image assets and to give this here the path of go inside the asset folder, select here the image, and to give this here the startup top. So need to copy this relative path and to put this here. Then after need to give this here the width as a doubles max width, and also need to give this here the width as a box width. Fit with height, so need to give this here like this. Need to setting and configuration are the need this here, and now need to set here the space and to set like this here, and set here save this here. Now need to run these applications. Then after need to creating here the another button, so need to develop here. First of all, need to give this here the another space like this 3 times 3. Now need to develop here the bottom. Already have accounts to develop, so need to develop these buttons. Already have an accounts and login buttons need to first of all develop in bottom. Need to need this here the create as a use as a row. Create here the children's like this sets here and to write down here the semicolons. Now need to set here the text. Pass this here the text already have an account. Now need to set here the styles, text styles. Set here the colors as the secondary text colors. Now need to set here the font family. Fonts need to given this here is a 14, and font weight need to set this here 600, like this set seats. Now need to create here the sign up buttons. Text button need to develop here on press event, like click here. Copy this text and to paste this here and to change this here the name as a sign up, sign in, log in, not sign up, log in, and to set this here primary text, like this settings here. Then after need to creating here the rounded buttons for the, I'm talking about the these buttons need to develop here sign up button. Now calls here the round buttons, and to give this here the text sign up, and to call this here like this set. Now need to check here the themes are settings or not. Here not theme set, so need to first of all set this here the themes. Give this here the three color primary. Then after need to change this here the name, meditations, like this. And also need to disable here the debug banners, need to set here to false, like this. And also need to set here the font family. Need to go inside assets and to given this here Helvetica Newt. And then after need to set here the theme. F bar themes need to set here const F bar theme. Give this here the colors, as I need to give this here the background colors need to set here the color transparent, and after evaluation set here 0, and scaffold colors always need to set here scaffold background colors need to color white, like this set here, and to set these themes, restart this app and to check this. Now we are showing like this, and now need to fix this here the this issue. Go startups and to write down here the main axis elements need to set as a center, like this need to showing here, and now need to developing here similar to this UI. Now need to set this here the titles and subtitles need to set this here first of all. All this here the space between here, and to write down copy this text to paste this here two time, like this sets here. We are what and do, we are what we do, set here text. Now need to set here the 13 and primary text, and also need to set here the bold 700, like this sets. Now need to set here between two text, need to give this here the sized box heights, need to give this here 15, set here all these years. Now showing this years, now second subtitle text need to given this years, and also need to set this here the fonts 16, so need to set this years, and no needs here font weight need to repeat years, and so need to give this here the text align as a set. Save this here. Now this is the similar to show this here the UI here. Both are UI are the displaying same, not an issue. Creating like this here. Some difference between the fonts because same fonts are these are the same bold. That's when it was showing their bolds like this settings here. Now need to create here the sign in screen need to develop here. First of all need to create this UI. Now need to write down here. Create here the new files. Login screen dots. Now first of all need to copy these files and to paste this here and to rename this here as a login screen. Save here. So now need to configure these screens. Go startups and to find out here the sign in and to write down here the context methods need to call this here the context dot push methods need to call here and to give this here the widgets. This is the shortcut methods need to develop first, and that's when need to use this like here. No need to every time write down here the navigators like this function. Already you need to write inside this extension methods and to extend this class and to also import years. Now need to save this years and to calling this years. Now need to developing here the this UI. First of all need to behind we need to set this here the image. Then after need to one by one creating these buttons, and then after need to creating like this UI. Now first of all need to set here the scroll view. Write down here widgets single child's scroll view like this, and also need to give this here size box and to set here the fixed height. Context dot heights extension methods need to call this years like this years. Now need to create here the another thing. So need to step need to develop years and to change this here step and to give this here the alignments as need to set here bottom center. Now need to set as a tops icons need to set this here copy relative path and to this is like this. Then after need to copy this years and to removing years paste this years. Now need to set as a titles welcome back and to give this here font as a 28 like this set here. So now need to calling this years wrong place need to replace this here this data need to first of all the copy and control Z save years and to all this here control Z. Now click on login to show here. First of all need to create here the back buttons need to develop here and here go set here padding. First of all need to create here the inkwell button inkwell on text to write down here the context or pop methods need to call this here for the exit screens. Now need to create here the children's as a image assets And to set this here the back button path, copy this relative path and to set this here. So now need to give this here the width and heights. Need to set here the 55 height, like this sets here. Then after need to create here the row, wrap with row, and to set this here, and also need to set here padding symmetric 20 horizontal, like this. So need to set this here into showing here. Now need to give this here the some height space between the titles. Sized box, give this here height 25 and set here const value, give this here the comma. Now need to developing here the Facebook buttons need to develop here. Copy here this space, even this here the space two times, Facebook and Google's, like this. Now needs here first of all the copy these round buttons, material buttons, copy here, and need to paste this here. Here on place, like this here. Then to give this here the colors of the Facebook color, opens here the Figma, and to get this here the background colors, copy here and need to paste this here, like this sets, and to set here the const value, like set here. Also need to give this here the create here the wrap with row, like this. First of all need to give this here the some space, we need to develop here to write down here size box with space, we need to given this here as a 15 const this here comma and paste this. Now need to set here the image of the Facebook, give this here width and height, need to set here 25 comma, and also need to expand this text and to set here the center text align, set as a center. Now need to set this here text color. Continue with Facebook button names, need to given this years. Now need to set here color as a white font colors and remove text. Also need to give this here the height space between, need to give this here the center, that's why need to give this here the 15 plus 25 means 14, need to give this here like this value, and also need to give this here the const value and to fix this here warning and to save this here. Issue with here the path, that's why I need to get here errors, need to fix this here, copy relative path this here, this Now showing here is buttons are the Facebook button are the done. Same as need to creating here the Google buttons. Need to copy here these functions and to paste this here. Now need to continue with Google. Change this text. Also need to change this here the background colors. Need to set here the white color. Colors white. And change this here the font color text primary text. Color primary text and remove this const value. And also need to change this here the icon colors. Icons change here for as a Google's need to set this here and also need to give this here the borders. Set here the color, recolor, ternary colors, and to give this here width as a once to save this here and same like displaying here our designs need to show this here same similar to display here. Now need to create this here the these titles need to develop here. Copy here this padding and to paste this here that here is same as I copy this text to put this here. Now need to change this here or login with email. Give this as a title like this. Now need to set here the 14 and set here font weight 700 like this showing here. Now need to create here the text fields need to develop here. Remove this here text no needs now. Need to write down here rounded text fields and to give this here the hint text as I give this here the email address. Set here save this here. Now showing this email address. Now need to same as need to create here. Give here first of all height space as a 20. Same as need to copy this here and create for password. And to write down here the password. And now need to set this here the type of secures need to set here true because this is the password. That's why. Then after need to give this here the space and to create here the sign button. Change this name log in and to developing are the done and also need to create here the forget buttons need to copy these text buttons but here's not but need this here and to set this here. Now need to creating here the forget button like this and also need to set this here the primary text colors and to semi. Now showing here the forget buttons. Then after need to set this here the space save it. Now to create a new account like this change this here create a new account and we need to give this here the sign up so this years and to creating like the same similar to UI need to develop and to see this years both are same displaying here and to set this years. Now need to creating here the sign up screens need to develop here. First of all need to copy this login screen all data And now need to create here the new files and to give this here the names sign up screen dot dot file. And now need to paste this here. First of all need to change this here the screen name to write down here sign up like this set here. Now needs here the change this text. First of all, welcome back to create your account like this sets here the titles. Then after need to create here the another text fields. Need this here copy here and to write down here user like this sets here. Then after need to remove this here sign up to login to need to write down here the buttons names need to set as a get started like this and remove this here all things. See, now need to create configure first of all this sign up buttons screen save this years use this years. Now need to go logins and to give this here context dot push extension method need to call login sign in screen and to call this here context save here same as need to give this here the starter screen and to find out here the sign in sign up and paste this here and this button. Now need to save this here. Now click here to sign up and to opening the screen. Maybe wrong settings. This here, sign. Image bulb and also need to remove here. One back again opens and to showing this here like this UI. Now need to creating here the I have read the privacy policy buttons need to creating here. First of all need this here one flag. Give this here bool is true set as a false like by defaults. Now need to develop here around screen insert sign up. No need this remove here. Also login inside no need remove here. Set here 8. Also need to set here 8. Now need to create here the row children's. Also need to set here the padding horizontal 20 like this sets. Now need to create here the text need to copy any text here, and to paste this here two times like this. And to give this here, I have read the text need to given here, and to change this here the secondary text and remove this here regular fonts. That's why I need to remove here. Now same as need to create here the privacy buttons and to set here primary text, and now need to save this here showing here given this here the space. Now displaying goods, now need to create here the space and to create here the icon button. Icon buttons, icons. Set states need to call inside is true is equal to not is true. Set like this conditions. Now need to creating here the checkbox icon inside to check this here is true. Then to give this here icons dot checkbox, and otherwise need to give this here the icon just rounded blank. Need to set this here. Format text. Now need to set here the color. If true, then to set here the T color primary. Otherwise need to set here the secondary text. Like this, apply here the conditions and to this here. Now to click here, checks. Now working goods here. And also need to complete this here the UI, and similar to show this here the UI. Both are the same, no any difference. Like this need to create here the pixel to pixels match this UI need to develop here, and pretty good displaying here this UI. Also need to check here like this showing here. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.